matrices. Today we'll see how to find inverse using row transformations, column transformations, and adjoint method. So we want to find inverse of. Now the matrix is given as A is equal to first elements of the first row 0, 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3. Second row is 1, 2, 3. Third row is 3, 1, 1. So we want to find A inverse. You know that there are three methods. So first method 1. First method 1 using row transformations. Solution. Let's see how we start for row transformation. We consider A into A inverse is equal to I. So first of all, let's check whether A inverse exists. Now, whenever it is find A inverse, that means it is assume that the inverse of the matrix exists. But still, here we'll find out determinant A. Here determinant A is equal to, you know how to expand it, 0 into this determinant, but 0 into anything is 0. So first term is 0, second term is minus 1 into the determinant 1 minus 9, so that will be minus 8, plus 2 into 1 minus 6, that is equal to minus 5. So we get value of determinant A in this case is 8 minus 10, that is minus 2, which is not equal to 0. Therefore, A inverse exists, or matrix A is invertible matrix. Okay. Now we want to use row transformation. So let's consider. We consider A into A inverse is equal to I. Substituting for A and substituting for I, where I is a unit matrix or identity matrix. Therefore, 0, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 1 into A inverse is equal to 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. Now what is our aim? We want to find A inverse. So we want to convert this matrix to identity matrix. Okay, and automatically this will convert to some other square matrix which is nothing but A inverse, right? Because I into A inverse is equal to I into A inverse is A inverse. So we get A inverse, matrix A inverse. So we are going to apply a row transformation on both these matrices. Now for row transformations, we always proceed with how we proceed? We proceed column wise. We are going to follow those 6 steps. So we try to get 1, 0, 0. Okay, so that will be 1. First step will be getting 1 here, then 0 here, then 0 here. Then our next step will be getting 1 here, then getting 0 and 0 here. Next step will be getting 1 here and getting 0, 0 here. Okay, so we are going to follow those 6 steps. Now, in order to get 1 here, our first step will be using, now we don't have to use any scalar multiplication or anything. We can just consider using R1 changes to, or R1 is interchanged with R2. Interchanging R1 and R2. So we get first row as 1, 2, 3, second row as 0, 1, 2, and third as it is. Keep A inverse as it is, and same operation you must use on the right hand side. Our operation is R1 changes to, or R1 and R2 are interchanged. So first row now becomes 0, 1, 0, second row is 1, 0, 0, then 0, 0, 1. Fine. Next step. So now we got first element 1, we even got second element here 0. Now we want to have this element 0. So our next operation will be using R3 changes to R3 minus 3 times R1. R3 minus 3 times R1. Fine. So, if you use this operation here for this particular matrix, our elements will now first and the second row will remain as it is, only third row will change. So, using this operation, what we get is, therefore, we get matrix A, we get it as, now only third row will change. So, I'll write first two rows as it is. First row is 1, 2, 3. Second is 0, 1, 2 as it is. Only third row will change. Now, operation is R3 minus 3R1. So, 3 minus 3, that is 0. 1 minus 3 times 2. So, 1 minus 6, that is equal to minus 5. And 1 minus 3 times 3, that is 1 minus 9. So, that will be minus 8 here. Then A inverse is equal to same operation on the right hand side. R3 minus 3R1. So, first element here, okay, let me write first two rows as it is. 0, 1, 0. Second row is 1, 0, 0. Now, third row will change. 0 minus 0, 0. 0 minus 3 times 1, that is minus 3 here. So, first element 0, second element minus 3, and third element again 1. Followed? Okay. So, now we got 1, 0, 0. We even got 1 here. Now, we want to get 0 here and 0 here. Right? So, what will be our next step? Using, now we want to have 0 here. So, our next step will be using the operation R1 changes to R1 changes to R1 minus 2 times R2. Therefore, now R1 will change. There won't be change in R2 and R3. So, R2 and R3 I can write it as it is. Okay. Now, R1 changes to R1 minus 2 R2. So, 1 minus, so 1 remains as it is. You'll have to see that this, whatever we have already adjusted, this element should not get changed. There should not be any change here. So, it should remain as is. Otherwise, again, repeatedly, we'll have to use different operations. Okay. So, let's maintain these as it is. Now, 1 minus, so 1, it remains like this. 2 minus 2 times minus 5, that means 2, right, 2 times R2, sorry, 2 minus 2 times 1, so we get 2 minus 2, that is equal to 0, and it is 3 minus 2 times 2, that is 3 minus 4, so here you get minus 1. Same operation here, R1 minus 2 R2, so 0 minus 2 here, 1 minus 0, so and 0, this will remain as it is. Fine. So, now what we want to have is, we want to have here 0. So, using, now which operation you will apply? R3. R3 we want to change to what? R3 changes to R3 minus, what will be the operation? R3 plus, it will be 5 times R2. So, first matrix we get it at. Now, R3 will change. So, let's write 1, 0, minus 1 as it is. Second row as it is. R3 changes to R3 plus 5 times R2. So, first element is 0. This element will become 0. Minus 8 plus 5 times 2. That means minus 8 plus 10. That is equal to 2. Minus 8 plus 10, so it is equal to 2. Equal to the right hand side. Again, keep first two rows as it is. Third row will change. R3 plus 5 times R2. So 0 plus 5, that means 5 here, minus 3 here, and 1 here. Okay, so this is done. Now, we want to have 1 here. We are following those steps, right? 1 0 0 we got, 0 1 0 got. Now 1 here we want to get. So our next operation will be using R3 changes to half R3. So using this operation, what we get? First row same, second row there is no change. Third row we are dividing by, or we are multiplying by half. So 0 0 1. A inverse is equal to first row as it is, second row as it is, third row multiply with half. So 5 by 2 minus 3 by 2 and half. Right? So now what remains is to get 0 here and 0 here. So 1 by 1 using. Now suppose I want to get 0 here. So my next operation will be R1 changes to R1 plus R3. Therefore 1 plus 0, 1, 0 plus 0, 0, minus 1 plus 1 is 0, remaining 2 rows as it is, into A inverse is equal to, our operation is R1 plus R3. So minus 2 plus 5 by 2. That means we get 1 by 2. Then 1 minus 3 by 2. So that is minus 1 by 2, and 0 plus half is half. Remaining 2 rows as it is. Remaining rows as it is. Fine. So now what we want to have, just one more 0 here. So using next operation, using R2 changes to R2 minus 2 times R3. R2 minus 2 times R3. So what we get is, first now R2 changes. So 1 0 0 as it is, 0 0 1 as it is. Middle row will change. R2 minus 2 R3. Corresponding elements. So this will be 0. This will be 1. This is 2 minus 2, that is 0, is equal to, what we get is R2 changes. So R1 will remain as it is. R2 minus 2 R3. That means 1 minus 5. So this will be minus 4. 0 plus 3, that is 3. And 0 minus 2 times half. That means it will be minus 1 here. 5 by 2 minus 3 by 2 and half. So left side we got I. This is nothing but I into A inverse is equal to this matrix. Okay, so A inverse is equal to, so we got A inverse, therefore A inverse is equal to, we got half minus half, half minus 4, 3 and minus 1. And third row is 5 by 2 minus 3 by 2 and half. A inverse is this. Okay. Now if you want to verify your answer, let's verify. So we'll have to consider A into A inverse. Now A given matrix into A inverse. Our given matrix is, let me substitute. So 0 1 2, then 1 minus 2 3 and 3 1 1 into A inverse, half minus half, half minus 4 3 minus 1, 5 by 2 minus 3 by 2 and half. And this product we will find out, we will check whether we get identity matrix. All of you know how to multiply two matrices. Now our resultant matrix is of order, same order, right? Now first element here is A11. It is obtained by multiplying first row with first column. So 0 into half is 0, 1 into minus 4 is minus 4, plus 2 into 5 by 2. So you get minus 4 plus 5, that is 1. Second element here, 0 1 2 into this column. So 0 3 and This is minus 3, so you get 0. So you'll observe that you get the identity matrix here. So you have verified your answer. Okay. This is only for, it will not be asked in the exam. You can check, you can verify whether whatever you got is the correct inverse.